You are now live.
Oh yes, hi guys, hi. Finally we are back again for our live tour. So let's just wait a while more for people to come in before we start our tour today. So thank you everyone for joining us today for our first live tour for 2020.
Woo!
Woo! Yeah, so in fact, for January, right, this is one of the projects that we managed to complete before CNY, because if not, right, the workers will be going away for CNY breaks. So in fact, there's more life coming up, but just not within this month. Yeah, most of it will be probably March, April. So this is one of the rare few that you'll be seeing. That I'm very happy to be the one to have the honor to show you guys this tour. So also thanks to our owner Sean, which is standing behind me, and Chloe for letting us do a tour for their home. And we are so happy to be here today. Yeah, so maybe let's give it another 30 seconds to a minute more for more people to join us. For those that just joined us today, we are having a live tour. If this is the first time you are catching us, okay, if this is the first time you are watching our tour, thank you for joining us. So I'm trying to speak louder and appear more energetic, but I just had my injection, my third booster jab a few days ago, so I'm feeling like super floaty right now. But I will put it through for you guys. Don't worry, I'll show you everything that I'm so excited to show you here as well. Okay, so is my voice okay? This volume 可以吗? Can? No problem? Yes? Is this tone okay? It's okay, give me a thumbs up. Alright, so let's just start this tour. Okay, before we go in, right, the first thing that I really want to show you guys is, let's just show you the floor plan first, because what is really interesting here is the layout. How we managed to change the entire layout to something really unconventional, but yet we are able to fit in what the owners want. Okay, their requirements. Now, let's just have a look at the original plan. Okay, now we're standing right here. So this is the original plan, and once you come in, you expect to see the entire kitchen and your dining, presumably with around here this is where they will expect you to place your dining table So once you come in here, you can see the entire dining, living space as well, and also bedroom 3. The rest is pretty much standard. Okay, so what the owner want here, right, is they like to house guests. They like to have a long dining table that can sit a lot of people. Then they also want storage, and especially to them is very important is their kitchen. They want a really large kitchen. Currently, the existing layout is already open. It's already open concept. So generally, there's not much storage space or tables top per se. So what we did, right, is something for me I'm a very aesthetics person. So to me, if 开门进来, once you open door, you come in, you see the bomb shelter is a no. So I would like to have that concealed. And I also don't like the idea of once you go in, you see everything. Yeah, so what I did is I did some zoning. Okay, I segment up the space. I hacked down everything here and I reconfigure it this way. Okay, I know you all bear with me. I know see this one very boring. You all can't wait to see inside. Okay, so just a general idea So zoning, this is foyer area. Then zoning, this is kitchen. This is dining, and this is open concept. The full study living. Okay, so I'll walk you in from here. I go in Okay, can no problem. Okay, are you? Okay, now as I guide you guys into the house, another points to note here is the owner, in terms of design, one like monochrome, that's in black and white, and the other like very cozy modern Luxe, like a very neutral theme. So I think the challenge here is how to mix these two together, which I think going forward is something would be a lot of owners will be interested in doing lah. Because when we talk about modern Luxe, right, I think it's already overused, that people are using like marbles, or a lot of gold. These are pretty dated ideas to carry out a modern luxury concept, because a home is a home after all. You need to feel cozy as well. So it's a nice touch when you are able to incorporate some monotone elements into it, which is something you see once you arrive at this house. For example, you see the gate is matte black, and the doors is matte black, and for bomb shelter feature wall laminate, it's matte black as well. So the very first touch that I incorporate here is black. It's my monotone elements. Okay, of course for my flooring, I go for the very neutral vinyl flooring. Okay, so now you come in here. Ta-da! Okay, so this is basically our foyer area. Just now I tell you about my bomb shelter, right, which I concealed inside. It's basically, yes, you can come in, or you can come over here. This is where my bomb shelter is locked. Okay, it's right inside here. And I want to really keep it simple, like just keep it simple, especially when you're using black laminate, right? It's good that you invest in a matte surface instead of a shiny surface. Also, one of the things that the owner, they doesn't like shiny laminates in the house. So we go for a matte one, and I'll suggest to invest in those anti-fingerprint, slightly better quality laminate because some of the normal grade one, you see the matte, you'll see like it's very grainy. But this is very smooth and anti-fingerprint, so it will look more bespoke per se. And try to keep it simple so it looks really slick across the entire space. Hi, CK. Okay. Now, so just like I talked about mixing mono elements with modern Luxe, right? So, okay. So this would be where that's a new wood laminate. It's an ash tone color which goes, I think it blends really nicely with my matte black. Yeah, and for this entire house, these are the two laminates that I use basically. Okay, for my core laminates, it's either my solid color is black, my wood element will be this ash wood laminates. Okay, so the rest are just details that I play around with. For example, I have this table here, right? This is some storage, it's a drawer actually. Okay, but you see when I design this drawer, right, I don't want it to be so boring as in it goes all the way in. It's like 不三不四, whether you want to go in all the way or stuck it out. So I purposely create a space here. And I also try to challenge myself not to use bait and strip design for 2022. Okay. But it's like everyone is using bait and design. It's like almost won't go wrong one lah. So it's safe lah. You guys can still use it, but I try to minimize lah. So for this project, I just use a little bit only, which is here lah. Okay. Because for this segment here, right, I just think having some lining here will really space out this area very well. Okay, so over here you also see like storage, Foyer storage. Their DV box, their DV is in fact inside, and their shoes cabinets. So basically this is their shoes cabinet. They have plenty of storage here and plenty of storage here as well. Okay, so as you can see, for me, I always like to play with details. So my drawer storage, I have it at a different depth compared to my full height storage. So what I really like my details here is that I intentionally let the drawer like protrude out by about 15 cm, so you can have this contrast effect. Yeah, you can have this contrast effect when, especially you see like wood, then my solid black and wood, and this solid black block thing actually like, in fact it's all storage, but it looked like a very bespoke design to create the contrast law. So like I say, to create a modern luxury contemporary element, there's no need to use like marbles or gold. You can play with details like this, play with your carpentry, play with your profiling, or it will play the important part. Okay? Okay. So as you come, like this walkway, I like to privatize the space, because I think that for home, right, it's good that we segment different zoning and let people have the elements of surprise and anticipation from one area to another, so and so forth. So this is one thing that I like and the owners like about their house as well. Okay, so we can come in here. Okay, so we have seen this full height. Shoes cabinet storage. Now what happened behind this space is, just now I show on my floor plan and on the lights. Okay, so this is how I segment the space lor. So my dining, this will be my huge dining table. Okay, in fact, behind my dining table is our kitchen. Yeah, because I want natural lightings to flow in from both sides now. So because I want to maintain the passageway, this space here, so it's very critical that I choose where my settee is going to be, where my chairs is going to be. So for this segment, I decided to go for a settee design. Then I'm sorry I'm very lost all, and I like to talk about detailing because I'm so happy with my settee details. Okay, I'm so happy with my settee detail, and I'm very thankful for Berkeley for customizing this for me, my settee backing and cushion. Like you see the settee, right? Don't just customize cushion and just piak on it lah. So you create a frame like this lor, to like surround your settee itself. You feel more, yeah, more a bit atas a bit lah. Yeah. So it's really smooth. It is like a synthetic leather. It's not PVC. Yeah. One thing about leather is I like the stitches. The stitches special. Okay. So for this, so one side will be settee sitting. You can see, I think like 5 or 6 people. And the table left, right, you can see people also. And here you can see about 3 people lah. So for this dining setup, you can easily fit in, I think, about 10 packs lah. Yeah, which wait until the unit open, you can have more gathering. Then you can use now 5 only. Okay. And okay, so this will be our dining space. Now let me take you into our kitchen. Okay, previously kitchen, right, they don't have much tabletop space, but with this new layout and design, I can show you the kitchen. For those that like to cook one, you will love it. Come on in. Yeah. Why I thought I properly Lim Brothers like that. I want to sell this house. Okay, so this is their newly designed kitchen. There is plenty of tabletop space. Hello, Julian, don't play with my lights. Okay. Yeah, there are plenty of tabletop space, plenty of storage. Okay, so okay， 后面这边有一点乱哈，那个新这边我们刚才喝泡泡茶。Okay, so Okay, now they have plenty of storage space, they have plenty of tabletop space, but of course this layout, there is pros and cons. One of the things that we compromise with is this, the width of the kitchen tabletop. Usually kitchen tabletop width is 600, but because we need to maintain a certain dimension from kitchen all the way up to dining, all the way to passageway and study, right? So we reduce this to 50, which is still okay. Yeah, which is still okay. Okay. And oh yeah, I never shared this before is okay, now a lot of people like to, I don't know whether you guys still like to use U-Big or the Line 8 track and stuff like that. Alright, so I personally think the proper application for like all this like concealed track, right, is to be used for space whereby there will not be permanently stuff on it. For example, right, I have this long space. Okay, then by having a line power track, I can decide where I want to place my appliances. Yeah, so according to when I want to use it. But if let's say it's a permanent one, for example, like some owner ask me, if inside my TV console, I want to do the line track. No point, man, you waste the money, you do that one, then it's like fixed one. Yeah, so you must know because for this, the beauty is at where you can also plug in and use So this is just one tips that I would like to share. Alright? Okay, so as you can see, the design and the color theme here is also, it's a good mix of monochrome and also a very modern concept. You see, they really go all the way up like full black kitchen. Even the tabletop is like black marble. Yeah, black marble top. Alright? Yes. Okay. Come on up.
I love the kitchen.
I love the kitchen, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the kitchen is so nice. Oh my god. So much space here. Okay. It's the study of the show, but we come to this later. We go to the living first. This one also very short.
Yeah.
You can play poker here.
So last time the kitchen entrance is at here, right?
Yeah, last time the kitchen entrance is here. It's here.
Last time the kitchen entrance is here. Then the kitchen is very small only. I think it's only the fridge there, right?
Around here,
Yeah.
Like not here.
So we extend a lot. And then at the same time have a very big dining area.
Alright.
Yay.
Okay, so now the next feature for the house, of course, is their living area, because the owner they bought a really large TV, like an 18-inch TV. So we need to have a huge TV feature wall to really house the TV itself. So over here we have used the soft stone panel. Okay. By Series Supply. Yeah, and I picked this is because I like the lines and the grains of it, and I specifically customized it in like assorted dimension, like some big, some small. There is no fixed configuration on that, because this is really called the feel. Okay. But the whole idea is I want one of the grain must be book matched this way, like up, down, zigzag. Yeah, then it looks really very clean and nice. Then if you realize, right, they also have a lot of the owners are into tech stuff. Like they invest in TV, they invest in sound system. So you can see they have this like so many speakers. Okay, I have two speakers here, a subwoofer at the side, and now this is something that I think it's a tips that you guys can take note as well, especially if your sofa is not against the wall. Why? Because if your sofa is against the wall, it will be it's easy for you to have PowerPoint. Yeah, because nowadays, right, sofa come, some of it will need PowerPoint, will need wiring. So for this, it's no difference as well. It's a sofa from King's Living. So they have like this feature whereby you can like really extend up like the freaking boss. Yeah. Now I open up. I don't know how to close back. I'm just kidding. I think it's here. Yeah, oh no, I think I messed this up. Yeah, here, around here, you must more one. I think I more this.
不要，不要的塞吧。你看，
我猜错。Hold on，你不要笑哎，I see, I close it. Let's close back. Yeah, I know. It's here. Okay 啦，here 啦，总是可以关的啦。Okay, so the point is, you need PowerPoint. Over there, they need PowerPoint for their sofas, and they also need PowerPoint for their speakers. Okay, so I really like King's Living sofa is they have this like customized feature pocket at the side.
哎，你的头发很
我的
肥。
头很 Q 哈，你要讲我头发 Q。Okay. Right, so they have this side pocket with this side table. So the side table is so cool. It's like you can put your speaker here. So you don't need to purposely go and buy a speaker stand So you can just place on it. And it's very clean. You can put your phone. You can put your snack. You can put your bubble tea. Yeah, so clean. I like this.
Yes, and you can put both sides.
You
Left
can
and
put
right.
both sides. Yeah, so it's like.
哇，the movie
complimentary.
time，哇
movie
，all
time show.
around you。
The chair is really good, except I don't really know how to use it. Yeah, I'm a designer, I'm not self-furniture one. Okay, yeah, then, okay, so we introduced, I'm not quite sure if you guys are keen to see the view, because the view is just lovely. We're at Pinnacle at Duxton. So, yeah, they have really nice view here though. Okay. Alright. Then, because he already invested in a huge TV and he liked to sometimes maybe work halfway on a CTV. That's why he liked his study area to be able to see out. So his study, his work area is just behind. It's just behind our living as well. That's how we segment out the space for the study. And we decided to go for full glass. So it looked brighter in a way. Okay. Yeah. So like I say, the owners are into like tech stuff. So they also like, you see, they invested in like a motorized. Yeah, motorized ventilation line like this. Okay, because they find it a hassle to keep manually use it, and they also invested in. So this room basically is just furnishing. It's like an Optimised with a very nice workstation. Because nowadays work from home is one of the primary requirements for most homeowners. So when you see that, wow, it's like really very clean look. Okay. And see the view. Oh no. So nice. You can see Tanjong Pagar below. And they have nice sunset view also. The sofa is from King's Living. Yep. Okay, now that we have done with our study, for those that just joined our tour, thank you for watching. For those that just missed some of the part, not to worry lah, we will upload the video on our IGTV and also on our YouTube. And if you haven't followed our YouTube channel, please follow lah. Yeah, follow us. We will upload most of our video there for you lah. Okay? Cool. Cool, let's go. Okay. Now, let me show you to the the bathroom. Okay, so for the bathroom, we retile everything and we do new vanity cabinet for them, and the owner really invested in concealed fittings, which is from Hans Grohe. Okay, so concealed mixer set and concealed rain shower. And they are very disciplined. They say, Ben, I want monochrome means monochrome. My thing, I want black only. Then, yeah, which is very good. Yes, I love it. Yes, very nice.
Cute,
Yeah, and
like to put toilet paper one.
Oh, this toilet paper, I'll never run out of toilet paper. This is the best sheet ever. I love it. Yeah. Now you see, conceal the matte black 的就是不一样. It's really true. And this,
Yeah,
oh,
I
you see
really
this?
love this.
This is bigger than my head.
Yeah,
this
super
damn show.
大公rain shower.
Yeah.
Shop.
Okay. Okay, now we need. I'll show you another very exciting area soon.
Woohoo.
Okay. 你们在这边等一下，我去跟我们讲一下。然后这去。
哦，那都在外面。
哦，那在外面哈。
对。
OK， 好，可以，我们可以进来，come in. You see, just now you see toilet already, right? Sorry, I show you toilet again lah because we are on the way. Okay. So this is the master toilet. Master toilet layout is slightly different lah, but the whole idea, the whole concept is still there. It's a very neutral, monochrome kind of theme design. And for this, I guess there's no need for, because everyone is like doing the medicine cabinet, which is a bit boring. So over here we have this latch and this frame. Why we want to do this design to have this open display here is also because we want to align with our existing beam. So our mirror can be more, can really shape it up nicely, so it look like part of the design. Alright? So the storage will be basically below here lah. And oh yeah, I haven't show you my shampoo. A lot of people also like shampoo niche. So for here we do a niche for them, and the divider we we do this metal instead of the typical glass type or tiles type.
I really love this.
Yeah, and thanks to our team at Clover Space, I am very particular about details, as you all know. So I'm very thankful for Clover Space. You see their tiles, right? Tiles will have the side profile, and they did this black metal capping here to cover up the side of the tiles profile to give it a very bespoke touch, a black details, a very slim like 1 mm black detail. These are the things that maybe some owners will.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, there's some technical error.
Woo!
Okay, we're back again.
Okay,
the
come back
Wi-Fi.
again.
Okay. Sorry, the Wi-Fi here is not very stable. Just to check, are you guys still with us? Give us a thumbs up, heart shape, anything, just to make sure that our connection is okay before we carry on our tour to show you one of my most proud moments.
No one reply.
No one replied, but I suppose it should be.
Oh, okay, they say it's good.
It's good, huh? Can Okay. So for this, let me just talk about my master bedroom, master bed head design. Okay, so for my master bed head design, what I did is finally, honestly speaking, I seldom use marble laminate because I would think that I personally think that it doesn't look very authentic. And if I want to use marble, I use like real marble or at least quartz. Yeah, but over here I had an exception because I saw this like marble laminate by Laminatex, which is really nice. But instead of like throwing the entire marble laminate, I just wanted to have some contrast effect because I want to have a story to tell here between different texture and layers. For example, I have all this 15 mm frame that is protruding up to frame up the entire segment, the entire space. And a sorted panel design, 3 panels is using marble laminates, and the rest of the panels wood laminates, and my center panels will be my black leather to house in my bed frame itself. So the bed frame is also customized by buffing, okay, whereby we have this like chamfered details with this black metal legs with leather pockets here as well. So these are just some of the details that we take off. Alright, so as you can see here, there is multi-materials and layer play here, but everything play out nicely just to make sure that it doesn't look too flat and it doesn't look too boring. Yeah, because when we design our space, we need to take note that of what our limitations law. For example, once we place a king bed, then how much space is left here, and how much space is left here. So as you can see, it's much wider. So that's why I throw in 3 panels of marble here, so it look more filled up and complete. Yeah, that's the whole idea. So it will not look so empty here. Yeah, aesthetically it will not look so empty, it look really complete, and it make the rooms look really spacious. Okay, now for my biggest element of surprise here, which I think Bo, you need to stand at my corner over here, okay, which is their walk-in wardrobe. Okay, the connection here might be a bit weak because it's a bit far, so I just make a quick one. So I want to give it a very hotelish, a very ensuite kind of vibes. So I have designed a feature wall here with a double pocket conceal door, which leads to their walk-in wardrobe cum study area. Okay, so when you come to this area, when you come to this space here, the vibes and everything, it just feels like you're in some like a hotel suite. Yeah, whereby there's a bedding area that will lead to like a table area. So this is the feeling and the element of surprise that I really would love to give to the owners as well. Okay, so when they need some privacy, they can always close the door here. And when they need to like feel spacious, the sense of space, they can always open up. Alright? So this is really something really nice, and the owners like, they love it, and I love it as well. So over here you can see, just like I told you, for this whole house I only used to laminate, right? Wood and matte black. So you don't need to use like 4 or 5 laminates for your house, right? You just need to make sure that you apportion the part well. Okay, so for me, my black is basically this segment over here, this segment, this story, this work desk area. Apart from that, the rest is all just 1 laminate wood. Okay, but even though I use 1 laminate, I play with my details. For example, I have all this beading framework. Yeah, you see throughout my entire wardrobe door. And what I did here, every project I like to experiment with different things lah. So this project, what I experiment is I use those handles that I purchased. I just don't just chuck it in, and I customize them into my design. So if you can see here, right, you can see this black metal. Okay, so with this like a 10 cm profile customized into this black handle itself. So when you close up, it look, you have a nice touch like this. A nice finishing. And when it paired together, it look like this. So you give it a very, I would say a very bespoke touch or something interesting. So even though it's just one laminate, but it's how you play with it. And workmanship from Clover Space, I really like to compliment them. It's so good because probably some carpenter will tell me, Bella, 不可以的啦, this one you must do 20, where got people do 10 one? Because it's difficult lah, that's why they tell you cannot. So I'm very happy that Clover Space is willing to entertain me because I always like to challenge them. Okay? So over here is you see plenty of wardrobe lah. Plenty of wardrobe space. Plenty of storage. And this space is like so cozy. Yeah, so the wife basically will be here and the husband Sean will be over at his room on the other side. But he can watch his big TV.
I love you use the tabletop for this.
Oh yes. And for tabletop, right, instead of like going for just laminate, okay, the details that I play here is I use the same balcony top that I use for my kitchen, okay, and I create this profile whereby it recesses in by 10 cm, followed by this profile here. So you see there's 3 layers at this part. Yeah, so it doesn't look so boring. There's some contrast here and there. So there are just some simple things that I experiment and play with so that it's not so boring If not, the other alternative that I will do is probably to go for like one piece of marble. One piece of marble also nice also won't go wrong one. But marble 的话 you need glossy one and the owner doesn't like that. Okay. Okay, very good. Junyan, can you help me check if our Mr. Sean is ready? Okay, I really hope you guys like our tour as much as I enjoy showing it to you guys. And even though I have my 3rd booster jab, I'm feeling like super floaty right now. But just the thought of I'm not do live tour for the longest time. The thought of just having the opportunity to speak with you guys just hype me up so much. And in fact, the owners is also very happy to with their house and happy to show us the house so much that just now over lunch midway through our shoot, we had a chat and the owner gave us some feedback which really resonated and really touched our heart. And we decided, hey, you should really share this with our audience, our viewers. And I think you guys can, feel free. This will be something simple. I mean something unique. Because usually for our tour, right, we will cater a time for like a Q&A. So this time around, it's not just me. I will gonna drill by the owner. The owner, I think you can say anything lah. Don't need to kanjong, just keep it real. Just be authentic. If I'm bad, just say I'm bad. If I'm good, then I'll be happy to be complimented. Okay, so are you guys ready? Come, let's go with me. Let's go look for the other Sean. Let's sabo him. Okay. Good. Okay, he's ready. He's ready. Hi guys. Hi guys. So this is the owner Sean. Okay. So 哇，讲了好多。Okay, I'm done with my chat.
All right, well done.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so we just keep this casual. Okay. So maybe Bo, you can swipe through and see whether there is any question. You guys have any question for us, right? You can type out. You can let us know like within the next like 1 minute or so, and Bo will read out to us, and either myself or Sean will try to answer you guys lah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, maybe you can do far first. Is there anything that you want to share with the owner? Okay, 好的坏的 is okay one, you can share. I'm very open one. I always want to improve myself, you know me.
Alright. Well, I think first of all, I need to actually thank Ben and his team for doing such an excellent job in actually doing up the place. I must actually admit, at the start it was very anxious. We had a lot of ideas that we actually wanted. Sometimes as owners, you may actually have good ideas, and sometimes you can't actually conceptualize how the entire thing will actually look like. But I must actually say that Ben gave his advice. He managed to mix my preference and my wife's preference together as one. And he did an excellent job in terms of space planning. We wanted a space whereby, sometimes when we're actually working in different rooms, it's kind of like separated, living in the same space actually for a long time. So we wanted to have an openness in the living space. So we call this actually the living zone. Some may actually be at the coffee table, someone may actually be at the hall, someone actually may be at the study room, but it's all connected. And it actually worked out pretty well. I mean, at first we were very nervous about the space planning. It might be a little bit tight for the hallway, but it turned out really well. A lot of light passing through, and it sort of gives a different vibe throughout the entire day. So really, thanks Ben for making this happen for us.
Aww.
Great, nice to hear that. Yeah, so I'm really glad this layout. I think we tried a few times before I finally think that okay, hey Sean, you guys check this out. This is something really great. And initially, like the owners, they are quite concerned whether there's sufficient walkway. And I remember like we have to mark out like a few times.
Yeah.
Just to make sure
Yeah.
I am so afraid that they will push away my idea because I just so certain that this will work.
Yeah. It's not easy, I would actually say, because you're actually planning for 3 different spaces here. One is actually the kitchen. When you walk into the kitchen, you don't want the kitchen to be too tight between one side of the island towards the other side. And then you need to factor in the bench, the table, plus the walkway and
The study.
So excellent work there. I think it takes a lot of experience to be able to recommend that this is the right size that's comfortable for us to live in.
Okay.
Okay, there's some questions here.
Oh, right.
So one of the questions is, how long should we anticipate to be on the wait list?
Okay. How long should we anticipate on the wait list? Okay, so this is something that I always touch on in my live tour also that because I need to seek your understanding and stuff like that. Maybe Sean, you can help me to explain how long
I think we got our place, I think the keys back about a year ago. But we were very specific after going through a lot of designers' portfolio. We're very certain that we actually want to go with Ben. And to my surprise, when I actually reached out Ben, and he told me that hey, the wait list is actually 6 months to even start consulting you, right? And after he actually explained with the number of projects that he's actually taking in a month, and with the number of designers that he actually have in a month, and they're definitely prioritizing their current clients first. I think that makes a lot of sense when that actually happens. So I would actually say expect 6 months ahead, and then you spend another 1 month to conceptualize what you want. And I think that's actually a very important phase because you may have an idea that you actually have, but obviously lean on to the idea expert here to actually recommend.
So, okay, based on the current situation, right, minimally it's 6 months to about a year will be a recommended timeline. But of course, I also plead because I'm also working at expanding the team, so I would like to seek your kind understanding to give our new designer a chance because, but not to worry, even if our new designers take out your projects, we have senior designer like myself or Bo will be overlooking to make sure everything is in order. So with that kind of like buddy arrangement, the wait list will be shorter lah. So everyone deserves a chance to shine lah.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is something that I am working on now. So I will also like to shout out for potential designer. We are still hiring. We are always hiring. Okay, please come help us to reduce the wait list. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Thank you, Ben and Sean.
Okay, the next question is
How much does it cost for a 4-room BTO, 5-room BTO, or a 3-room condo? Honestly speaking, it's quite hard to give a gauge. For example, cannot be I go Hai Di Lao and I say, hey, family of 5 eat here, how much? It's very hard to give because I don't know what you want to eat. Then, but I can safely say you should expect to the main variable component is in fact renovation. Yeah. So any other component is, for example, your furnishing, lighting, sanitaries, all this is about 30-40K. You set aside that should be fine. So the rest will be depends on how much renovation work is required already. But if you're talking about BTO or resale, as long as you're redoing both bathroom and kitchen and flooring, right, you should set aside at least 70, 80 and above one.
Okay.
And is if really full configuration, easily 150 to 200. Maisonette, easily 250 and above.
Okay.
嗯。
好，然后a question for me，我想问一下 Sean，就是你搬进来过后，你收发有什么感觉？Okay, help me translate first.
Okay. 什么感觉？
how do you feel
How
ever
do you
since
feel
moving?
since moving in?
Wow. I think definitely there's that satisfaction, a long wait to actually make it happen. I think after we move in, we feel like this is a place that we created actually for ourselves. And now actually working from home with the spaces that we configured just to fit just that you feel easy and not too confined. We feel a little bit more relaxed and more in our zone.
Okay, can. Then 老大，你还有什么问题你想要跟 Sean share 吗？
Okay, maybe I can. Okay, what is the most difficult part about working with me?
Wow.
You see, you want to hear such thing, right? You don't want to like, whoa, wait, wow, Ben, so fierce one, this kind of thing.
Wow.
Oh, must listen to him.
I must actually phrase this very properly because we're actually on live, right?
Don't need to be diplomatic, right? Authenticity, we want the truth.
Okay, I think first of all, I think I'm actually amazed with just how Ben thinks about the entire concept. I think one thing I shared with him today was I think physically I saw Ben here at this unit just a few times. I think 2 times. And based on his experience, he's able to conceptualize the entire space, how it would actually look like, the mood and all. And I think that's not something that is easy to be done. And as owners, I guess, obviously you get anxious. You'll be thinking like, hey, is this designer actually fully invested in your project? You hardly even actually come up and
Good point.
Yeah. But I think his team, he works actually together with a very capable project management team. Special shout out actually to Clover Space as well, who have actually helped to manage all the subcontractors, ensuring every detail is actually done according to spec as well. So that actually gives us a peace of mind as well. wouldn't say would that be a critique?
Yeah, that's you bring out a very important point whereby as owners sometimes you guys might be thinking whether are we like fully invested in the project itself, because sometimes it could be our response rate, sometimes it could be a thing that we didn't go to site as often, but what I can share here and say here, especially for those new homeowners that is about to embark on their journey with us. So this will be something that you guys need to know about lah. Okay, one of the thing is, for most ID, they are like one person handle everything. So they design, they like do project manage and stuff like that. So for them, they will sort of like go to site probably more often compared to us. Okay, but for us, we function as a team. That's mean for designers, we are mainly more on the like front end and back end kind of role. Okay, so we are in charge of doing a lot of planning works, designing works, and planning for materials, planning all the detailings, all the drawings and stuff like that. Then also about furnishing and stuff like that, whereby the groundwork will be mainly handled by our project managers. We should be doing the regular site updates and stuff like that. So this will be something that you will expect to experience and see when you come to us. So another thing that I would really like to share and have all your kind understanding is, for us, our top priority will always be our existing owners. Okay, then because every month we will need to balance between handle existing owners that have already like started renovation. So that's this part of the work that will be in place. And there are existing owners that just engage us. So we need to do out their design, their mood board. Okay, there are also potential owners that are waiting to engage us. So we only have like 24 hours a day, and we are, I would say I'm very proud of all my designers. They are all working really hard. Yeah, they're really working very hard. And you need a certain amount of dedication to really pull off this job. Well, I'm not trying to intimidate anyone that want to join us, but I can tell you the satisfaction when, like, you know, hearing such compliment from Sean and stuff like it no, manzukan, right? It's something I personally think money can't give lah. So to answer the question back again, our existing owner definitely will always be our top priorities lah. Even though sometimes our reply might be a bit slow. Maybe we kena burn out for 1-2 hours, we toh already, then after that we will come back again. But definitely we will see it through that all our projects will be done out nicely the way it should be. Yeah. In fact, recently I just read back some Google's reviews. We have like 1-star reviews, 2-star reviews from owners that end up didn't get to engage us. Yeah, so they say that our design is really good, but it's really hard to engage them. I mean, it saddened me to see such things, but it's sometimes we really can't handle.
Yeah, but to be fair, the inquiry process took a while. But I think once, you know, we actually locked in a date to start the consultation, ever since then the communication is very fluid. It's almost instantaneously sometimes. You know, anything that you don't actually understand, you can just snap a picture and you just ask, you get a reply. Yeah, just like what Ben actually said, the main focus is actually on their existing clients, and I think they actually live up to that.
Yeah, really. 很好 This is very helpful. Like,
Yeah, we need someone to explain.
We need owners to explain this. It's much better than us trying to explain this, because there's real issue happening right here. Yeah, because we need to make sure that our existing owners have our almost attention lah. Because imagine you wait so long, you also hope that we can prioritize you ma. So that's the thing lah.
Yay!
Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you everyone for watching this live tour, and I'm so happy that you joined me today. Come, let me give you a hug, bro.
Wow.
Steady, yes, very good, very good. I hope you guys like this live tour. We'll upload this on our IGTV and also on our YouTube. So if there's and you guys have any comment, any things that you think that we can do better, or how you think we can solve our issues, please DM us. Okay, we are happy to hear from you. Or even if you, anything at all lah, just reach out to us lah. Okay, thumbs up. Thanks a lot, guys. Happy New Year. Okay, see you guys in our next video. Bye.
Happy New Year.
Bye.